Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Smith's Chiefs going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers. And with that, we'll send you up to the north shore of Pittsburgh at Heinz Field by the Three Rivers. As we headed over to our broadcasting team, I'm Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. For Bell, a Steelers postseason record, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns in the wild card round. And, you know, he just showed such patience waiting for his blockers.
I think it works very well for him that these blockers have been blocking for Big Ben for a number of years. Because you know what they say about him. It's not the first 3 seconds of a pass play. It's the next 3 when he shakes someone off and creates. So they're used to holding blocks and doing something extra. They do the exact same thing for Le'Veon Bell because they know the results can be excellent.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give the Steelers a first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
And this one caught by Coates. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go play action here on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown.
Hey, when the playoffs begin, you always find out who's ready to go and who's ready to elevate their game and who the superstars are. And Antonio Brown fits that description big time. How about it? 2 of his first 3 catches, long-distance touchdowns against Miami. He was ready to go.
And remember, he's a Miami kid. He's born down there, but now fully adjusted to the cold temperatures.
Fully adjusted and truly one of the best receivers in the game.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Eric Berry's the textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And it's up and good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
MOGIs.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a KC first down. On 1st and 10, Smith looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now let's shift our attention back to the Pittsburgh offense. They had, as we mentioned earlier, Roethlisberger, Bell, Brown all out there for the playoff win. Those guys had all had a week off, and they had mentioned, you heard this during the broadcast, they were already preparing for Miami before they knew that was definitely the opponent.
When you have that luxury of knowing you're locked into your spot in the playoffs, you can do that sort of thing. As you mentioned, they rested their big guys against Cleveland. So the week of practice against the Browns, they worked against them, but they also started to look ahead and added in periods or use certain periods to prepare for the Dolphins and maybe another opponent they thought they might get. That's just good planning by Mike Tomlin, the head coach.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Completes it to Hayward Bay. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, it's Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On third down, Roethlisberger. He finds Coates complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown from 17 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He's going to look deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 63 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out come the Steelers. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And this is caught by Hayward Bay. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now Roethlisberger, and incomplete here on 3rd down. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 4th and 4. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. They complete it to Hill. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing again is Smith. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's...
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. They got 29 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past.
And this is caught by Wilson. Chiefs touchdown. Albert Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On second down, here's Smith. A dump off for Davis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this time. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And it's 4th down.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
Now Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game.
Niall Davis off to the races. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Niall Davis, 48 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd down now after the pass completion. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Fresh set of downs here. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
And when you're you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this one caught by Coates. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Completes it to Hayward Bay. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. So they're operating in the red zone. Ben to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Just got on. How are you doing?
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Roethlisberger, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ladarius Green, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Back now in Pittsburgh, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from
them?
Go
MrPromax, get a touchdown.
Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
25 subscribers, whoop.
We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. On 1st and 10, Smith. Underneath to Davis. No gain, and it's second down.
Get a first down here.
Kelsey out in the slot right. Back to throw, Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, It's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks.
Gosh, what's with the 30-second delay? Emoji face with stuck out tongue.
Kansas City. Tyreek Hill from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs have broken our tie.
Go, 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 Chiefs. Get a TD. You can do it. Emoji smiling face with open mouth.
Right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a
Go defense.
and a KC touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football.
Nice
and
pick
take it in
six.
the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
You went off air for a second. What's with that?
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Roethlisberger will throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. Able to get away.
Yeah, you'll totally lose this one.
And he's able to take this
Kappa,
one out
kappa,
to the
kappa.
35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And the D looking like they may blitz. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Tamahali. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be
Emoji American football, emoji American football, emoji American football, emoji trophy.
Changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
MOG money mouth
Second
face.
down. Here's Smith. Finding time. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
In motion, Hill. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he took the
MOG timer clock, MOG American football, MOG American football, MOG trophy.
Know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Just go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a...
And got his man complete. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 45 yards. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Roethlisberger. And at this stage, down in the second half,
MOG American football, MOG American football, MOG American football, MOG checkered flag, MOG playback media symbol, MOG ballot box with check, MOG sunrise over mountains, MOG stadium, MOG trophy, MOG trophy, MOG American football, MOG American football, MOG trophy.
Roethlisberger. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eli Rodgers, 35 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. 70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They go again with Davis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run with Davis. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the offense puts the ball on the ground, but they pick it back up. Now they face a third down. Here's Davis now. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense
emoji speech bubble, emoji clock face 1 o'clock, emoji clock face 1 o'clock, emoji heavy check mark, emoji spiral calendar pad, emoji key, emoji trophy. Got to go see it.
It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Win for me, K, my man.
Assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, now looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 54 yards. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL.